Told you.
Why did you know that? Alright, hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra and this is Ken.
Hi.
And we're back together for Westworld. I had to do it all alone last week. But Ken has watched it, which means I watched it twice. So I really know it now. So yeah, I just wanted to get to some theories right away because I had some huge theories at the end of watching this thing twice. One, well, a theory had shown, these were ones I wrote on underneath my last video, but that the gun that Dolores finds, I think that gun can kill visitors.
That'd be so
I think
cool.
it's a regular gun that was planted there, God knows when, before it was turned into the theme park, and somebody knew it was there. So yeah, the gun theory. Then I have the theory that that they're remembering based on a specific code that's given to them. So Abernathy spoke to Dolores. Dolores started remembering things. Dolores spoke to Maeve. Maeve started remembering things. So last episode was mostly about Maeve's memory. And we learned that her previous narrative, or one of them, she was basically attacked by a tribe of First Nations people. And one of them turned into the Man in Black.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that. I didn't think you could do that. And they were scalping people. And obviously they're looking for that stupid map. He's been looking for that map for a long time. So whenever we see the Man in Black, the corporate guys say he can have whatever he wants. So what's up with that? Is he related to Ford? Is he part of the original group and then he just wanted to go in there? And that's why he knows about this extra deep level? Or the Man in Black last time used his map and he found this guy named Lawrence. And Lawrence's kid said to him, "The maze is not meant for you." But then she directed him to it anyway because he was not going to stop. So that's going on. I don't know if we're going to see those two guys again, the new visitors. They were there, but are they there? Were they there just to show us how people visit it and how they get in there and the hats and the clothes and everything? Or is the guy with the white hat going to be integral to the story? Because the guy in the white hat is the important one. The guy in the black hat is a kebab, and I don't want him. I don't need him anywhere. He's just a jerk. So yeah, anyway, Anthony Hopkins, Ford, said to Lee last time, "No, we're not going to use your storyline that Lee had worked on like forever."
That was freaking awesome.
Like yelling at people about... Nope, scrapped his storyline because Ford has one. And he showed us this steeple. Is it a church steeple that's sitting in the middle of nowhere?
It kind of looks like the top of a church steeple.
Is he going to do some like Jesus storyline? That's what I'm thinking. Like, is this going to be like a Jesus storyline? So he's attracting maybe different people coming to it, but less evil psycho people? Because right now, lots of psycho people keep going there.
Yeah, you can kind of imagine if you had a park like this, what would your clientele be? It's like, okay, I mean...
Psychos. And Maeve ended up seeing the building. She saw, like, the factory. She saw people being hosed down and just dropped, like, mannequins. Yeah, like, meat. And she's like, "Whoa!" Like, if I were here, I would have lost it. You think you're real? And now you're seeing that your reality is this? I want to see what happens to her next. And what's that other guy's role? The other scientist, Ford's, colleague.
Yeah.
What's his role in all this? He seems to be investigating it or planting it. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, it seems like the androids here are kind of going through the sort of like blue pill, red pill discovery here. Matrix style, and they're kind of discovering that their world is not what they thought it was, And
it's like they're hypnotized, and then suddenly someone says the magic word, and they're like, "I remember everything." So who planted that? Because somebody did.
Somebody's trying to
Somebody put it in
bring
there.
them consciousness, as it were.
I'm pretty sure it's Ford. I think Ford is done with all this nonsense from the corporate people.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, let's do this. I want to see episode 3.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland.
Ah, how appropriate.
Yeah.
Through the looking glass.
She is
at last.
Alice.
Who in the world am I?
Is he trying to get them to think this way?
Yeah,
What's
I
his
think so.
deal?
I think he's kind of testing
To see if they
them to see what they can do, see what they can remember, see what they
Oh, that's
learn.
her new dad. Remember, they replaced him with the bartender?
Yeah, bartender dad.
Yeah.
Every
I guess
day.
she only has one dress, eh?
Every day starts the same and it ends terribly.
Oh, yeah, she found that gun. But she doesn't know she found it.
What is this? She says.
Yeah, but she found that. She doesn't remember finding it. So this is what happened to her in the barn that we didn't get to see.
Well, I don't think glad we don't get to see it.
Is it gone? Oh no, she's going to put it back. No. Where did it go? Wasn't it just there? What? Did it go somewhere? What the heck happened to the gun? Oh my. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, alright. Oh, I thought he was really shot. I guess not, eh? He shouldn't be, but I was just like, that was weird. He pretend to be... I guess he might have been knocked back by something.
There's
this dumb friend.
Parts are always hurting because he's using them too much.
Yeah. Exactly, tell him that, yeah. You go do your thing. Apparently he's married to his sister. Is that what I just learned?
I strongly suggest you tell me.
No, I don't want to tell you. There's something about her that's just way too clinical.
She's too janky.
Mark and resume history. I pulled the narrative logs. All 6 of these hosts were part of storylines over the years in which they killed Walter.
Uh-huh.
It's like he was holding a grudge.
Yep.
Interesting.
Stray host.
She's remembering.
Yep. They're on that narrative. That doesn't happen every single time, though. That storyline.
You get sidetracked. Well. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Certain again.
It's those guys again. This is the same storyline. And Teddy got shot. Man in Black showed up. But Man in Black's busy looking for the maze, isn't he?
Theory.
So...
Do you remember now, Teddy?
What are you up to, Mr. Ford?
Weird. He wants to give him a new narrative, but still be part of the Dolores chapter thing. So that's his purpose, is just to bring Dolores, so to make people want to hurt Dolores.
Yep.
Pretty as a picture.
Hold you by your little parts here. Cock your hammer.
Please stop narrating the sexy parts.
I think that maybe in his backstory, Teddy may have kind of maybe been on the side of Wyatt a little bit, and now he's feeling bad.
Ford just uploaded that story, though.
I know.
We don't even know what it is.
I know. I'm trying to reason it out.
Oh.
I think he was maybe friends with Wyatt, and Wyatt went away and got weird, and came back. And he could have stopped him, but he didn't.
I'll come back for you.
And then so he feels responsible for all the deaths on him.
All right. This is a lot longer than I thought it would be.
Host who went missing is the woodcutter. Looks like the rest of them got
Oh.
stuck there waiting for supper.
Nobody's cutting the wood.
These idiots to make a fire.
Is it like a star map?
Yes.
And
Maps of it's the same constellation over and
the
over
bear,
again.
Great Bear. Maybe? I don't know.
Oh no, it's on the bottom of that turtle shell. It's on the back of the bear.
Mm-hmm.
My friend.
There we go. See?
Yeah, you already laid out this narrative in your long, detailed explanation previously.
I did.
When I was like,
While out on maneuvers, came back with some strange.
ew. Ew.
I think this guy's still alive a little bit. Because that would be really jump scare time. Told you.
Why did you know that? Did you already watch this?
Hell no, it's just kind of an obvious setup.
No, it's not. I didn't think he'd be dead. I didn't think he'd be alive, I mean.
Like stars. Orion, right?
Oh yeah, that is what
There
that
you go.
is. Flip it. There you go.
There we go.
To the same imaginary person,
Oh.
someone named Arnold.
Okay, so who offed Arnold in the park?
And is Arnold even off?
I don't know.
Because,
It'll be a while to get back to you.
What is that? The heck is that? What? What?
This is bullshit.
Those
I can
people
have a retrieval
weren't
team out here in the morning.
hosts.
It's policy for James. And you won't tell anyone about our conversations.
Nope. But things are getting a little weird here, Bernard.
Stay on your loop.
Well, can't say that.
Yes.
She gonna use that special gun? I hope so. Hope she finds it and it's like kills visitors and stuff. Oh, she's seeing the other dad.
Any use for this one?
hey, where'd the gun come from?
No, she's fine.
She's still intact.
She's seeing these things. She's seen it multiple times. Things that have happened before that aren't happening this time. Go, Dolores. Keep that sweet gun with you. I think you're gonna need it.
We just need to head more down here.
What? Just gonna saw his head off? Oh, that's gross. I don't like that. No.
I cover up Ham's eyes too. That's kind of gross.
Stop. Oh! He's awake! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh! He hit himself. Oh my. Oh my. Why would he kill himself with a rock? It's Dolores.
It's Dolores.
Something's seriously going wrong. Okay, that was episode 3, and it was called Stray, which was obvious. Because there were actually a lot of people straying in this one.
Yep.
Lots of different things.
Dolores.
Wow.
The zombie dude in the
Teddy, Dolores, the zombie guy, the white hat guy was straying it like into the he was starting an adventure. And we got this whole backstory of Arnold. Because that's who they're all hearing in their head is Arnold, one of the original creators.
Arnold's weird code.
Yeah, because he wanted them to have consciousness. But apparently, according to Ford, he was killed in the park. Which seems a little strange since no one can get killed in the park, as was evidenced by that chick today who almost got killed by the rock. And the guy bashed his own head in instead of killing her. So, that was strange. And Dolores was seeing multiple loops of the same thing. So she was like in her narrative where her mom gets killed and there's like the guy with, well, Walter's gone, so there's no more milk, but she sees that same thing, but she's seeing it, she's reacting to it differently. So she shot the guy because the mysterious gun showed back up.
Yeah.
And then it was gone, and then it showed up again. So I don't know, maybe in one of her nighttime things, she put the gun in the haystack.
In the haystack. Thinking ahead and, you know.
Yeah. Well, because in that one scenario, we saw her find the gun. Then we saw it not there. So was that just her twice waking, like, 2 loops of her where she had found it and then it wasn't there anymore because she'd hid it in the hay? Because she had another flashback where she was in the barn with men in black. So she did know about the hay scene.
Yep.
So, and then she wanted Teddy to run away with her, and he said someday, and she got kind of upset. And Teddy got downloaded a new storyline by Ford.
An actual backstory.
Yeah, because he had no backstory. So now he was out there looking for someone named Wyatt.
His psycho, former ally, friend.
Yeah.
Compadre from the war.
But he ended up running into these people who couldn't be killed because he was shooting and they weren't going down. And they were like all in black or dressed like monsters almost. And they weren't dying, so they're either a tribe of people who are in this park and are able to are tourists, but yeah, you can't kill them. So that was like a whole huge storyline of Dolores replaying, Teddy replaying kind of their loops, but their loops became very different.
Glitchy and you know.
And Maeve remembered when she was back inside the factory because she saw Teddy, and Teddy reminded her of when she saw him in the box who was being hosed down after he was killed for like the 1,001th time or whatever it was. As Ford says, you've been killed like 1,000 times. We'll give you a backstory. Would you like that? And he's like, sure.
And then Black Hat, White Hat appeared at the end, and Dolores ran into their camp.
Yeah.
So we now tied together the 2 storylines that were there happening. The Black Hat, White Hat that emerged in the last episode.
Yeah, the White Hat guy, he'd had enough of Black Hat's boring, monotonous adventure. Yeah. He wanted to go out and get bad guys and collect the bounty on them. He was kind of being a bounty guy.
Do his own thing.
So yeah, he saved Clementine, the second in command hooker, from being held hostage by one of the nasty guys. And then he kind of felt good about that. Although he showed that tourists can get kind of shot. It's like kind
of rubber bullet type thing.
Yeah, it bounces off of them, but it still leaves a bruise, so it's not like they're completely unscathed.
Like a paintball.
Yeah. And then the wood chopper from one scenario wandered off after carving the constellation Orion and all these animals he whittled. And so they had to, the lady from the science lab and one of the guy bodyguards, they had to go out and find the stray. And his crew, his narrative was caught in a loop because no one could cook the food till someone chopped the wood, and he was the only one allowed to touch the axe in the entire program. So they were just stuck saying the same stuff over and over about chopping the wood for the fire. So that's when they first noticed it was the woodcutter. So they had to go off and find him. And he was stuck in a crevice.
Yeah.
He'd fallen into a crevice. And then, again, they put him in sleep mode and he woke himself up, just like Maeve did. Because they were in the middle of cutting his head off. And he woke up. And then he had picked up a big rock to, kill the scientist lady. And then he ended up killing himself. He smashed his own head in. Oh, Ford had a big fit with some of the creators because he was like, why did you put a blanket on that robot guy? He's not ashamed and he can't feel anything and he's not sad or whatever. But so what if the guy wanted to put a blanket on the guy? Maybe he didn't want to see him sitting naked in front of him.
His man bits. Yeah,
maybe he didn't want to see that. I mean, Ford was acting weird in this one. He was acting sketchy.
Well, he was trying to he was obviously trying to manipulate, Bernard, yeah. He was trying to manipulate Bernard because he figures Bernard is I think he's figuring Bernard is on the edge of figuring something out here.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to prevent him from seeing what's really going on, because he's really Dr. Moreau here.
Well, he's all like, Bernard, remember, they're not conscious. So he's been meeting with Dolores pretty much every night and reading her stories, and because he lost his son, and he seems to want Dolores to become real, like a real person. And she seemed very confused because he turned this thinking improvisation thing on for her, and then he didn't turn it off. And
then what happened with her? She went. The whole storyline got all messed up, and she went all weird, and she ended up killing somebody. She killed Negan's second in command there, and then she ran off and ended up with White Hat guy.
With White Hat. Yeah, well, Dolores wanted to run away. She said that to Teddy.
Yep.
She was reliving things that happened to her. She was hearing them, and she was hearing the voice so much. It's really like, it's usually the next day when I'm posting this that's all sorts of things come to me like, oh wait, oh now I get that part. Oh what this? I bet you this does this. I still think the gun that Dolores has, which she can actually shoot because she can't shoot other guns in the world, that this gun was planted by Arnold way back when, and it can be used to kill hosts. Gun. I mean, it can be used to kill visitors. I mean, maybe he was killed by his own visitor gun. I don't know. What was that about? So, but Ford was basically like explaining that you don't want them to remember, because the least we can do for them is erase their memory.
The horrible memories of things they go through.
Because they're constantly being tortured and killed and other things. Anyway, if you like our reactions, please subscribe to the channel, and and check out our playlists for Westworld reactions, as well as some of our other playlists, which I'm sure you like as well. And until next week, bye.